Today we're answering some questions about the New York Times editorial contest winners to, again, take a look more closely at the content and structure of editorials. So the first thing that I need to do is put a link for my article here. So the easiest way to do that is to go to your article, to highlight the web address. You could do Control-C, or you can do Control and click and then do copy. When I go back to my page, I'm going to click on this little thing that looks like a chain. It says insert link. And I want to do that. I'm going to paste my link where it says link by doing either Control V or right clicking and do paste. And the text that I want it to say is the title of my article. So nothing gets between me and my sushi except plastics. Maybe. Okay, so, and now I've created a link. So if I click that, it's going to take me right to that article. And that's helpful for me to be able to see what articles you looked at as well. So what did I notice about the content or the structure of the editorial? Again, we just read this together, but one thing I can say that I definitely noticed was the author's word choice was really intense. So I'm going to put that. And I think intense is a good word for it. The word choice was really strong and made me think really negatively about the idea that plastics could be in my food. So I'm going to write that too. I also noticed that she had a works cited at the bottom, and throughout the article there were things, facts, information that was written here that had, percentages and numbers. Like a 2017 study found microplastic contamination in 83% of global tap water. So that's a lot. So I'm going to write that down here as well. She also included many facts that had statistics, and so statistics are like percentages that had statistics and were cited. Okay. Something I'm still wondering about is, has there been more research done on this topic? I think I would like to read more on it, especially because I really do love sushi. What was the author's opinion on the topic? So, she wants us to stop using plastic bags so they don't end up in the ocean contaminating our food. And how do I know that this was her opinion? Again, it was very strongly worded, but she includes here even, she says, by informing you of this ongoing crisis, am I telling you to give up seafood? Never. I think I can speak for my fellow foodies. Nothing gets between me and my sushi. Instead, let's stop dismissing the old school motto, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Seriously, no more Acme bags that drift yonder in the wind, and take a hint from good old Trader Joe's for the more environmentally friendly alternatives. And she even explains this in a way where she's saying yeah, I get it. Maybe you like plastic, but this is much, much better for you. So I'm going to say, how do you know this was their opinion? She says not to just reduce, reuse, and recycle, but that, and I'm going to even say Trader Joe's gets it right with paper bags. Okay, and did the author convince you to take their side? I'm going to say yes, they did. So how did the author convince you? What did they do in their writing? So I noticed she again says, look, I'm not telling you not to eat seafood. And she's saying, I get that sometimes paper bags aren't that great, and that they're maybe even the fabric ones are more expensive, but that's a small price for potentially saving a sea creature. Um, so I'm going to say she showed a possible argument and explained why her side is still correct. Okay. Again, she convinced me with her strong word choice. And even, you know, she made me think of poor sea turtles, right? She wrote, if you remember from the video before, next time you're tempted to innocuously trash some plastic straws, just remember that same harmless plastic is somewhere puncturing a turtle's brain through the nostril and killing a fish through literally explosive bowels. So, very strongly worded and convincing. So, again, this is an example of what you are going to do. And then go ahead, find an article that interests you, link it here, and answer the questions for 2 separate articles.